let me ask you this question. Could you just walk us through the art of making effective decisions, especially when one is faced with chaos, uncertainty, and in the face of adversity?
Once again, thank you, Deepika. Now, when we look at it, there are 4 points in your question. There is chaos, there is uncertainty, and adversity. That is one thing. And the 4th point you're talking is effective decision making in the face of these 3 elements, that is chaos, adversity, and uncertainty. I'll take each of this and then talk about effective decision making. Now, when you look at chaos, Fritz Capra in his book Chaos writes very beautifully, and you can get that chaos is always a view.
Right.
You look at the metro stations, the busy metro stations or the railway stations at Howrah, at Mumbai Central or CST or Delhi, or you look at busy markets like Chandni Chowk or Satar Bazaar, or you look at markets like Abdul Rahman, you look at Chickpet, Saukarpet in Tamil Nadu and Narayanpet, or these places, if you look at a bird's eye view, it will be like a chaos, like what is happening all around. However, if you go within it, you will find there is a certain weird order by which it is working. So chaos is a view, because within the chaos, there is a certain order. In fact, you will also notice there is a certain pattern. Now, when you get that chaos is a view and never a truth, you begin to see the possibility of identifying the order and the patterns. And now when you can see the order and the pattern, your way of making decision is not to remove the chaos, but to make the decision effective within the chaos. That is the first step. Now look at an uncertainty. Now uncertainty of any kind is a function of what you know and what you don't know. Now let me say I am going to the country to a first time. I am uncertain about how the country is, how the people are. So this uncertainty is creating a certain nervousness, certain fear. But people are already in that place, are not living as if it is uncertain. Now look at somebody who has never taken an escalator. Is standing there and is uncertain how this escalator will take them from the bottom to the top. But somebody else is just walking through the escalator as if there is nothing to be uncertain about. So again, uncertainty is a viewpoint. However, the beauty of dealing with uncertainty is to take the step. One of the most beautiful things that has been said is uncertainty is such a powerful place because you can create the ground you want. You take the step and there is a ground. So you take the step, the ground gets created and reality is established for you. In fact, I would say wanting to be a leader, the first step is to deal with uncertainty and take that step. Adversities always happen when some of your decisions have gone wrong or you are landed up in situations which are unfavorable to you. That is what an adversity is. Is there adversity all around in this world? No. So some people are facing adversities, some people face calamities. In fact, even when you look at the largest calamities like the tsunami, it is the human being who is suffering. The earth is not suffering. The earth got fertile more and the minerals and the resources kind of re-established what the earth is. The earth is only going through a reinvention process. It is the human being which has got impacted. So an adversity is, sometimes it's not in your hand. An adversity or calamity is not in your hand. There is no need to blame anybody or blame yourself. Just accept that this is the situation now. And then look at what is possible and take full responsibility for your situation. What happens then is, when you do these things in the face of chaos, adversity and calamities, or uncertainties, as you said, your ability to make a decision is more balanced. It has a perspective about creating something rather than avoiding something. Effective decision making is a view of wanting to create rather than wanting to avoid. That is fundamental. Whether it is a chaos, whether it is an adversity, whether it is an uncertainty, effective decision making is about wanting to face it and not wanting to avoid it.